spews lies into our head, and there's constantly a back and forth battle that goes on, and this really is just a real and authentic piece that I wrote, kind of highlighting some of my own personal struggles with that. So here we go, fasten your seatbelts. There is a common lie whispered into the ear of every believer. This lie comes from the mouth of the deceiver. Usually sounds something like, you can't be an achiever. You can't achieve the things God's called you to. You're nothing but a dreamer. You won't accomplish great things either. You can't, I repeat, you can't be used by God. This lie wiggles its way inside of my mind, and Satan tries to remind me of a day and night every day of my life. He won't stop spewing these lies until I believe that he's right. But he's wrong. And then he comes along with the long list of my sins and my mistakes, the things that I've done wrong and the wrong decisions that I make. This slithering snake ain't gonna give me a break because he wants to break the great destiny God's got in store for me. But I know that he's wrong. But now he's back with more. He tells me, Spencer, you ain't got a purpose. You're worthless. Your worth is much worse than the dirt of the earth. You're better off in the hearse. You think that you got worth because you're sitting up in church, but you don't. You don't deserve to be used by God. You got too much dirt, and now my heart's feeling hurt. But I still have got to believe that he's wrong. But now he's back again, reminding me of all of the countless times when I'd be up late at night with the lights turned down low, staring at my phone. I'd say that it's okay because nobody else would know, worshiping the creation over the creator, and now I feel like a failure. I'm no better than my lust, I'm no better than the dust, and plus I just can't seem to find my way out of it. I might as well quit. And I know I'm not the only one that sometimes experiences this. I know that I'm not the only one who sometimes listens to those lies. But in the midst of the lies, I hear my father's cry, and I see his arm reaching out, and as I touch his hand, I can feel the doubt disappearing, and as I'm wrapped up in his arms, I'm once again believing the truth, that I can be used by God. And as the tears fill my eyes, God asks me, son, why are you crying? I turn to him and say, it's because the enemy's been lying. He's been telling me that I'm worthless and that I don't got a purpose, but the worst is that I actually almost believed him. God smiled at me and said, son, I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. Your life has been planned and purposed before the dawn of time. So every time you hear that lie, remind yourself that it's from the pit of hell. You can believe in the truth, which is that I want to use you, so refuse to listen to the lies the enemy tries to tell you. It doesn't matter if you're able. All that matters is if you're available. So as long as you're willing to be used, I will willingly choose to do amazing things through you. Oh, and next time the enemy tries to tell you lies, tell him I said this. Satan, guess what? You're actually not right because you see you're forgetting about something. Yeah, you're forgetting about Christ. You're forgetting about my son who was crucified on the cross. And when he died, every sin committed by humanity was washed by his blood because of my love. And as my son became sin itself, he stormed the gates of hell, stole the keys of death, and the power of sin fell. And well, don't you remember the resurrection, Satan? Jesus Christ, the resurrected King, coming back to life. Oh, death, where is your sting? So you can keep lying all you want. But the purpose for my sons and daughters is great, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to change that. It's simply a fact. So a message to all of you. A message to all of the fathers, sons, and daughters. The next time the enemy tries to tell you lies and remind you of your past, you look him square in the eyes and remind him of his future.